Alright. Hello everybody, I'm Cloud, very quickly filling in for host as we are hostless. I don't really have access to any of the actual hosting stuff, but I will pass it over to Arena for this run of ZeroRanger. Take it away.
Yay, baby, I'm back. Rena Pog's back, except I don't have my face cam with me, so I can't make any funny faces. Unfortunately, my commentary will have to be supported entirely by my charisma alone, which means that it's gonna be a pretty boring run. But hi, I'm Rena. I play shmups, and that's pretty much my shtick now. You would swear I was a speedrunner at one point, but who knows? Something happened along the way. A little chemical X, who knows? But I'm here to present to you the wonderful world of ZeroRanger. And I'm pretty sure that this hasn't changed since I last checked, but my fake host friend, would you be so kind as to check the incentive, the donation incentive for what color palette? I'm pretty sure it's Cool Day, so we're all set up already. I don't think we got any last minute donations, but just in case, we're cutting that off now. Sorry if you had your dollars at the ready. Pretty sure you could just check it on the page.
Look at that. Yep, Cool Day.
Cool Day. We love to see it. This is usually the one that wins because it looks pretty and well, trans rights, so usually that's the one. But welcome to ZeroRanger. This game's so fantastic. It's so good, and I'd like to preface this run with, if you see anything remotely fun, if you see anything that you think might be remotely entertaining, please buy the game. It's really good. It's really, really good. The devs are working on a new game, and they can use all the support they can get. So I figure begging to Indiethon to support this game is probably the best place I could ask. So please go support these devs. They are unfortunately somewhat unknown, but they do nothing but fantastic work. This is one of the few games that'll make me tear up every time I complete it. Epic. Fantastic. And we're going to be starting off in Great Oppressor mode. So I do have great news for everyone who is thinking that they might actually buy the game afterwards. You won't be spoiled for the plot. Yes, the plot in the shoot 'em up game. I'm not kidding, it's really good, and I'm highly recommend you check it out. It's really, really good. But thankfully, you will not be spoiled on any of the plot. We are in Great Oppressor mode, which is basically after you finish everything the game has to offer. The game's like, well, I guess you can just play it like a normal shmup, I guess, and let you go run free through the levels without any of the context or cutscenes and a bunch of stuff with basically the serial number filed off. It's pretty fun. But we're still going to be getting a lot of the game, so check out whenever. But we can't avoid gameplay spoilers, of course. So you're going to be seeing 8 levels of action-packed content. With that, though, I think we're ready to get started here. I'm going to be playing with Type B because I love Type B. The shot type's just better. Well, I don't know about better, but I think it's cooler. I like it, and I can actually beat the game with it, so that's a huge positive. With that, though, I got to ease off my nerves. It's getting late for me, but no place to go but up. May I achieve enlightenment. Yeah, that's not how that phrase goes. That's not how you speak English. That's how you know it's late for me. But anyways, I think we're good to get a countdown going. Not that the timer really matters, but we can get a timer going, right? Just count down from 3. I think that should be good. Alright, I'll assume yes, Rooney. We'll give it 3, 2, 1. Epic style. So, bonk. We're here. Right out the gate, the first thing to talk about is the scoring system, which I know sounds super boring, but I promise you it's integral. We're going to be using it. You'll see the multiplier counter up in the corner there. That's very important. It's essentially a big old combo meter. The longer we keep our combo up, with the more enemies we destroy, the bigger it gets. Maxes out at 6.4. Oh, 6.4, and that multiplier applies to basically every point source. So you're going to want to keep that up as much as you can. For this entire first level, we're going to be mostly keeping it up. If I can. And we're going to be using... What? Getting a little scary. What was that? A little scuffed, but fine. As you can see, we just got our first life up. That is the majority of the reason why I care about scoring, is because scoring is directly tied to lives. It's a little hard to see now, but a portion of the score counter is filled up with a lighter color. It'll become more apparent or I guess more apparent when you get like halfway through. It'll become a lot easier to see, but it's still kind of visible now. And once that fills up to the top, once you hit a certain score threshold, we get an extra life. So you can see how close I am to getting an extra life at all times. Oh, sorry, I kind of have to focus for that part. And there's our third SE bonus along with our first boss. The SE bonuses, you've seen me pick them up a little bit throughout this first level. They are also important because they provide more score, especially at the end of the stage. Basically, there are 3 in every level, and your goal is to pick them all up. If you get all 3 in a level, you get a big old bonus at the end. And they also give you some points as well just for picking them up. And now we get to choose our weapon. I know we're moving at 1,000,000 miles per hour, but I promise it will calm down a little bit. We get to pick our weapon of choice. We have the choice between the side shot and the back shot. I go with back shot because it does a lot of damage. It's really useful. You're going to see it a little bit coming up here since these stages were made with these weapons in mind. And a little tensities. Just to start out the level. Stage 2 is a big point to lose a run. You can drain lives here if you are not careful. It is awful. Like I almost just did. You know, mild details. Oh, dropped it there. That's fine. Though dropping the multiplier isn't always a bad thing, in all honesty. Sometimes it can be a good thing, because dropping the multiplier means that you drop your rank. This game has a rank system. It works like most other shmups' rank system. For those who are new, the rank is an invisible number in the background that basically controls how hard the game is. The higher it is, the more terrifying your game experience will be, and the lower it is, the more reasonable it will be. And lowering rank and raising rank is pretty reliant on your combo meter, whether you keep a combo going or whether you drop your combo. So dropping a combo does make the game slightly easier, so it could be a lot worse. So I don't get to fret about it too much. It's a blessing in disguise. Of course, as you can imagine, dying also lowers rank, but probably only because it drops your combo immediately. So not as great, but well, I mean, it's a little consolation prize. And now we can stop moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour as I get all the basics out of the way. We're good now. You can focus on the game. Very awesome. And as you might notice now, if you haven't already, this game is highly referential to the history of shmups. This is, of course, just the R-type ship. I forget what it's called. I think it's like the Delta Sword or something. This is also a really difficult mini-boss, and I don't know why, quite frankly. So it's kind of hard to come out of it unscathed. It can be rough. Probably the worst mini-boss in the game, and it's planted right here. It's bad, but what can you do? Thankfully, for the rest of this level, we can chill out. The hard part is, for the most part, over. The boss can still be a little tough, but we're out of, like, the run-ending catastrophe zone. So that's always nice. But don't worry, we'll be back in due time. Just you wait. The reign of Stage 2 is not over. And just in case you didn't pick it up already, these enemies over here that are differently colored to the rest of the enemies. They're bright pink in Cool Day. Usually they're like some form of orange, but they of course give you double point value. So definitely keep an eye out for those. Alright, 2 deaths on stage 2, not great. Not terrible either. It could increase to 3 or 4. We will see. I'm hoping not. This boss isn't too terrible. If you just don't destroy the ads, it stays pretty reasonable. And we destroyed the ads. Well, you know. I guess it's not an issue if you're just a gamer, so nothing to worry about. We pick up another weapon. We get one at the end of every stage for a little bit. And our new weapon is our Mega Man X Charge Shot. This thing is going to save our butts for the rest of the game. As you can see, when we charge, we get a little shield around us that blocks bullets. So it is going to be very, very useful when things get just a little too intense. This stage also features probably the hardest bonus to get in the game. It's the first bonus, second bonus of this stage. It's quite annoying, but I have to go for it. Usually I just ends up in a dud, and that's okay. And sometimes you get lucky. All right, we're cooling. We're cooling, we're chilling. We are a coolest cooler right now. We are in the dumps, but we are undeniably cool. And I can breathe. Awesome. Here's our upcoming segment. To get this bonus, we have to destroy all these upcoming laser ships, and it is kind of a nightmare. Hey! Well, well. Looks like we're getting the SC bonus this time around. Always a positive. And for our last one, we just have to destroy all the segments on our snaky boy. It looks like our rank is kind of high, seeing as we are getting the bullets here. That's not a great sign. Means I am doing quite well, but it's not super great to know that the game kind of hates me. And of course, as this is a shmup, we do have our obligatory train segment, so exciting. This is also one of the most brutal segments of the game, gameplay-wise. So it's mildly focus uptime. It doesn't get too brutal yet, but during this double train segment, it can get kind of wacky if you don't take care of things in a specific order, or if you aren't grounding properly. And also, like most other shmups, we have a hidden life for stage 3. If we destroy all the segments on this boss first, we get a free 1-up. Very epic. And now we get a bit of a weird boss coming up here, the Eye of Destruction. But alas, it's him. So our goal here is just to destroy all these ads first, and then just go ham. And for our efforts, we get the drill that pierces the heavens. By the way, this is the point where if you don't like anime, you stop listening. This is the point where you check out. I got bad news. This game is heavily anime inspired, and if you pick Type C, you get a Gundam. So, this is ZeroRanger, the titular ZeroRanger, which I guess is your title drop, so exciting news. Alright, that actually worked out pretty well for me. Sometimes it just does not. It's very annoying. But this is our melee fight. This is our knife we bring to the gunfight. The positive is that we get, you can see our combo meter in the top right is going crazy. You basically double your overload counter here. Your combo counter. It's really nice. However, you are also tackling a shoot 'em up where everyone has guns with a giant drill and nothing else. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and actually getting to use ZeroRanger is gonna be kind of rough once we get later in the game. But for now, the game has curated some special places where it is optimal to use ZeroRanger. And so I will happily take the opportunity to enjoy. Already we're at max lives, which is kind of crazy. The lives counter maxes out at 8. It is, we're fully maxed out. Normally this would be a place where I'd be like, oh, finally get some lives after losing a bunch to stage 3. But we are saucing it up today. We are doing fantastic. Which is always good. That was a little weird. Now we get to destroy all these big ships. Which all of these ships, by the way, are reference to Shoren Cha 68K. Very fun, mildly famous shmup. Super fun. And a lot of things in this game are going to be shmup references. So if you are playing along in the audience, see if you can find every single shmup reference. You won't be able to, but like, it's a fun game to play. Can insta-kill this with our charge shot. Oh. And now it's gonna start getting wacky. Yeah, well, stop talking for my own sake. And that is why. Holy! Holy! That got a little intense. But it's okay, we survived. Whew. Doing alright. Killing it. Everything was fine. Easy clap. And now we get a bit of a speedrunner segment. For this stage, depending on how fast you complete this opening segment, you get 1, 2, or all 3 bonuses. So we get to speed up a little bit. You'd swear this is some kind of speedrunning marathon. That's not great. Bombs be a little annoying if you don't take care of them. Thankfully, our charge shot is wide enough for that. Now the hardest part. Fast. We should be good. We're good. And now it's a destroy fest. Oh, this one's lively. And now we get our Gradius segment. Instead of horizontally looping, we get some instead of vertically looping, we get some horizontal looping. Have a little fun. And thankfully, it's not too terribly claustrophobic in here. A little bit, but it's not too terrible. Never mind. I'm going to eat my words right now. Thankfully, we have a pretty good buffer on lives, since we have been playing ridiculously good. We've been kind of playing our minds out a little bit, which is pretty nice. And now we run. We are going to be using the scrolling to our advantage here to maneuver like a little rat, because otherwise this segment can get incredibly dense, just like it did there, and kind of impossible to deal with. Thankfully, it's over. The bad people are gone. And we can relax for a little bit. And chat, this is the point where you go orb. Here's the point. You're free to orb throughout this entire boss fight. I'm sure you can already imagine why that might be the case. Whew. This boss fight has a chance to go very well, or very terribly. We could drain 3 lives, or we could completely ace it and not even let the boss fight music finish. So, duality of man, I guess. Oh, wow. And looks like it's the former. Very nice. Oh! Oh! That was getting mean. The RNG in that part can get a little sussy. But we're good. We're fine. And now we are set for the boss roulette. How exciting is that? Glory to the great oppressor. And it's Reference City, so get excited if you like classic shmups. Our first one, I'm not entirely sure. I have not played this, whatever this is referencing. I am lacking in culture. Holy. What are these patterns? Why are they so mean? Wow, that is a ridiculously mean pattern. That's okay. We get a life after every boss, so it's not too terrible. What do we got next? Salamander! I want you to take a surprise guess as to what this might potentially be referencing. Holy! Getting a little intense. Okay. Alright, this boss can get kinda iffy sometimes. These homing bullets can get quite annoying, and the layout is complete RNG, so sometimes it just gets a little rough. And what's next on the chopping block? Yeah, we got our Eschatos. This one I do know. Get those points! Now that's what I call scoring, baby. Oh, that was so nice. Wow. Segment going surprisingly well. Let 2 go, but that's fine. We'll still get our 1-up. And the townsfolk will thank us. And now we can relax. As our last game is an Undertale reference. Poor soul, he really did try. Unfortunate. And now into the black hole of doom. Second loop time. The stages are back with a vengeance. We're back at stage 1, except everything is a lot harder. The rest of this game is going to be kind of torturous, so I will be shutting up more. And now that you know the ins and outs, the generals, I'll leave you to gawk as you wish, as I now require true focus. The case in point, we are already taking silly deaths. Holy! Nice. Taking one silly death here is not too uncharacteristic of me. And I'm going to make the executive decision to stop going for the SE bonus. Well... okay, I'll do it just for you, Chad. There we go. I took a death just for that. Just for you. Alright, that's SE bonus. And with our new weapons, we can tackle old bosses with all new firepower. Unfortunately, they also have new stuff, so mildly terrifying. But that's okay. We'll be A-okay. Coming out here with a 1 life deficit, not cool. But alright. But alas! Back for vengeance. No vengeance. No vengeance for you. And we have the option to switch out our weapons if we so desire. However, consider the fact that I do not desire. So get out of here. And I'm gonna zip my lips as I go through the hardest stage in the game. So have fun and enjoy the absolutely gorgeous music. Oh, God, that opening is just so rough. And it's only gonna get worse from here, so get excited. Fun little Easter egg. Save our woman. Love to see it. Bunnies rise up. Oh, wow. I went out of my way for that heart. Necessary? Absolutely not. Brownie points? Oh, there better be. Unfortunately, the brownie points don't go towards life collection, so not as valuable. However, I still want one. Ah. Oh my gosh, I missed it. No! Sad. Alright, cool. Awesome. Usually that's where I drain like 3 lives, so that's actually quite awesome. Okay. Now I can relax a little bit. The opening... Never mind. Not my greatest performance so far, but that's okay. It could be a lot worse, and it might get a lot worse, so I don't get your hopes up. We're not out of the woods yet. We're just mostly out of the woods. The light's there at the end of the tunnel. Okay. Doing well on lives, though. We're not completely ruinous on those. So I can kind of breathe easy. There's a little bit of a cushion. Not much of one, but, I mean, you take what you can get with ZeroRanger. Welcome back, No Quarter. Oh, I didn't see that. But of course, it's never over. Welcome, welcome! Good reason to take backshot, by the way, this boss alone. Thank you. I honestly don't know what spawns that one. I just... That's not great. Because it just destroys this boss. Okay, well, that could have gone a lot better. but we haven't completely ruined everything. You just need to kind of preserve lives for this upcoming stage, which is easier said than done, but, you know, just get good. It's this simple. If you're just good at the game, this is hardly an issue. Alright, good, got him. Keep your eyes out for those little mounds. I will try to shoot all of them. Sometimes those enemies get a little scary, and they just shoot a little too fast for my own tastes. I think we should be good. Okay. Sorry if I'm not doing too much commentary here. It's starting to get a little intense, a little rough. The edges are a little coarse. So it is big focus time. And maybe I'll get this one. I think it's honestly a little easier than the I think I just missed it. Darn, just missed it. That's okay. And as you'll see there, we don't get no snake. We got Bubble Crab. Love Bubble Crab. What's up, Bubble Crab? How you doing? Bubble Crab, stop being mean. Holy shit, I'm getting overwhelmed. Ah! Terrifying. I haven't gotten this overwhelmed by Bubble Crab in a hot minute. It should kill. Thank you. Oi. Alright, so much for preserving lives, but... Oh! Alright, here it goes. Oh! Holy! We are clutching at straws here. Not the best situation to be in, but that's okay. We'll make it. Somehow. This is gonna have to go off without a hitch, though. Now, we could fight this guy normally and end the game early. However, if we show him that we do, in fact, have the power of ZeroRanger... That's right, baby, it's a mech battle! And a really hard one. So, you know, prayers. Hopes and prayers in chat. Oi! I didn't even see that option. Oh, getting a little close, my friend. All right, let's go. Mano y mano! Holy, that is without a hitch. Jesus. All right. Everything's fine. Usually that does not go that well. So, double thumbs up. No, 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 no. Glory to Greta Pressmore! F in the chat for our boy. Hate to see it. Not quite a relaxed segment, but a little bit. Let's try to get our last life. And pray. As you can see, our gimmick here, these silly dudes, they split apart. You need to attack them with the correct... You need to attack them with the correct thing. But by intentionally doing otherwise, you can get some additional pointage, which I do enjoy. And you can also get overwhelmed like that. It's been a while since I've taken a death here. Well, that's not fun. Okay, well, maybe we'll get a life during the battle. Now, this first phase of the final battle is a little weird. We gotta destroy these orbs. And it's finicky. We have to destroy all of them at the same time, or they respawn. This phase is probably the worst one, because there's no sort of easy strat for it. Kinda just gotta wing it. Good. For this one, we can sit over on this edge and chill, and it works. Perfect. Went without a hitch. And now I zip my lips again as we go through the onslaught of the final battle. Good luck, mate. Jesus. Yeah, please get in a little more favorable position. Thank you. Holy. All right. GG. God. Oh, my blood pressure, please! Ah! Jesus. Ah! But it wouldn't be a good game without an escape sequence. Come on, let's run it in! Easy clap. And we get a special song playing during this escape sequence, since we 1CC'd the game. No continues, baby. So, we get a nice special song to congratulate us on our fantastic feat. Okay. Holy. What a run. A little more sphincter tightening than I would have liked, but that's okay. Da 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 da. Ah, what a nice little. Alright. Let's go! Alright, and that will be time, finally. Don't worry, there's no need to be precise with it. Hey-ya! See Buzz, baby! Alright. I can breathe again. Holy. What a lovely little game. I will once again reiterate, if you have enjoyed anything you have seen today, please support the game and the developers. They're working on a new project, and they're still working on this game. Believe it or not, this game isn't even finished yet, and you haven't even seen the half of it. Not only have you not seen all of the story content, including all the stuff that had its serial numbers filed off for Great Oppressor, and some additional sequences we aren't able to enjoy, unfortunately, which includes some very, very good references that I very much enjoy. But we didn't even touch like a whole half of the game called White Vanilla, which is a really cool, like, more speedrun oriented score attack mode. You can go through it in like 10 minutes if you're super duper speedy. It's really cool. It's really fun. And I've thought about bringing it to marathons, but it's really, really fast, so it doesn't really work that well. But it's a whole other game. It's the game will lie to you and tell you it's the easy mode. Don't listen to it. It's basically an entirely new game. It's super fun. Okay. And now I get to see if I keep up the tradition, because for some reason every time I've brought this game to a marathon, every time I bring it, I get a new high score. So hopefully, maybe, I'm thinking we did pretty good. I'm thinking we maybe did. I felt actually quite good about that run until I started draining lives in 2-2 and 2-3. And well, I certainly had some thoughts about the run, but we made it, and that's all that matters. So we keep the streak alive. Still haven't failed this run on a marathon. Oh, that's definitely a new high score. Oh, that's huge. Now, will auto type in my name, or will, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to do this with my controller is jank. So I have to type this in the weirdest way. And now we see, yep, blew it out of the water. We love to see it. But that's ZeroRanger. In terms of shoutouts, me. Follow me. I'm cool. I also don't really know anyone else really to shout out. Maybe my mentor Kiwi, currently the world record holder for Mushi Arrange. Absolute goat when it comes to shmups. I don't know if he plays a lot of ZeroRanger, but I know I owe that man so much. He's been nothing but a help and a fantastic friend. And he's also a real pilot, so he's basically the coolest person I know. Aside from that, big shout out to the general shmup community and the shmup Discord server. If you happen to find any interest in this sort of stuff, we have a whole community and it's pretty active. We got lots of friends, lots of fun, and we make fun of each other just like everyone else. It's great. You should come check it out. And of course, a big thanks to System Erasure, the developers of this game, for placing a game firmly in my favorite games of all time list. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you for changing my life. I really appreciate it. Please do it again with your next game. With that, though, not much else to go over. That was ZeroRanger. The end! Until I bring it to another marathon. And I have another aneurysm, probably. But don't worry, you're gonna get more of me. Don't worry, if you thought that you were done with me, if you thought that you would not be able to hear my annoying, awful voice anymore, I have terrible news. Get excited, stick around.
Alright, yep. Great run. I am going to very quickly transition for a bit, and I will get the next run set up.